All right, I just took my Taco Bell out of the fridge, but the whole bottom fell off. We'll talk about that later. Right now, it's time for Duke's Picks, Season 2, baby. It's upon us, 2025. Check it out, I got a little Happy Dad to sample. First time I've ever drunk it, thunk it. Hear that snap, hear a fizzle. Sounds pretty good. It's talking to me, baby. There it goes, it's inviting. And it's refreshing. Sold, Happy Dad. Nice, let's get you right back in there in the front. All right, kids, welcome back to Season 2, Duke's Picks, 2025. And it's good to have everybody back. Thanks for the love and support. Appreciate you. I'm feeling you. You see, I'm non-biased. From now on, I'm going into this season. Look at me. Do I look like I'm going to say Jets all day? We'll see what happens. But right now, I'm trying to be objective, and I'm going to give you the fast stuff. Who's 2-0 to start week 1? This guy right here. 2-0, baby! I gave you that Chargers pick down in Brazil. I know you nibbled on that one, and you got through on it. Nice. I saw that coming a mile away in preseason. All right, I think we're ready to start the show. 2-0, Duke's Picks. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you a 2-to-1 win-loss ratio. So if there's 270 games that I pick, if I deliver 180 wins, that's magnificent. That's what the guys on TV get. That's what guys like Greg Rosenthal get when they deliver that ratio. And I can do it. I did it last year, and I'll do it again this year. I'm also going to try to take Greg down a little bit, you know. He's my favorite NFL picker. That's Greg Rosenthal. I watch him on Game Day View. Love him. And that's, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So, yeah. One day he'll know that I'm actually going against him. We'll make that known. All right, let's get into it, kids. Here we go. Duke's Picks. Sunday games. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going down to the Atlanta Falcons. We got the timer running. Down to 16 seconds. How did that happen? Spider's on the controls. I don't know. Get those paws going, Spider. Get those paws going. All right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. I'm taking Tampa Bay on the road with Baker, the touchdown maker. He's still got Mike Evans. Godwin's out on injury, but it's okay. There we go. I'm just gonna take 20 seconds out of my next minute to talk about how they're just gonna dominate the Atlanta Falcons and Michael Penix. Okay? You know what? I don't even need the rest. Boom, restart it. Let me take a drag. First the swag. Then a drag. I like that stuff. And let's spit out the next one. Cincinnati Bengals. It's the Battle of the Joes. You got Joe Burrow. You got Joe Flacco. Head-to-head in Cleveland. I'm taking the Bengals, a heavy favorite, giving 5 on the road, which is reality is like giving 7.5, 8. Okay, that's a no-brainer. Here's an interesting pick. Miami Dolphins going into the Indianapolis Colts. Initially, I had picked the Colts to win this game. And I was kind of feeling Daniel Jones a little bit. Mainly, it was Stewart and the run game and the dome. But something irked me. I saw a press conference with the Miami coach, and he was very chippy. And I saw a little they looked a little chippy and a little like they're ready to fuck somebody up. So you know what? Greg Rosenthal, he's doing the same thing. He's picking the Miami Dolphins, and so is Duketown, baby. Duketown's on the Dolphins. On the road in Indy in week 1. Okay, let's get to the next game. Carolina Kakalaka Panthers against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hot cat on cat action. They're in heat, baby. What do I got? I got Trevor Lawrence and the Jags coming out victorious at home on a close one. And they're giving 3.5 to Jags. You give 2.5 to be home, so they're like a point favorite. So that's not a big risky pick. That's just go with the flock of sheep pick. Go with the herd pick. And sometimes you want to hide in the herd, especially eliminator pools, survival pools, however it goes. Here's a good one. Another swag. Las Vegas Raiders at the New England Patriots. That's going to be a really good game. And I'm picking the New England Patriots. Why? Because of Mike Vrabel coming back. That's his home. He's a spectacular coach. And I think he's going to cause damage. I think he's got things under control. Drake May is playing better. And when it comes to Vegas, yes, they got Pete Carroll, a good coach. Yes, they've got... You know what? I'm not even going to smoke this cigarette yet. It's almost lunchtime. I took my Taco Bell out. We'll share the meal. But anyway, what am I doing? I'm taking New England at home to take down the Raiders, even with Spicy Gino. Okay, it's time for lunch. Spicy Gino goes to Spicy Taco Bell. I had it in the refrigerator, but the bottom of the bag fell out. So let's get it. The Duke always gets the same thing. I think there's 2 crunchy beef tacos in the bag somewhere. I think they've kind of been a little disheveled, but you know, I'll reheat them. But I do have 3 chicken soft tacos, and each one gets 2 mild sauces. Let's put a little on there. I'm building up strength for the next pick. It's a fucking monster. A monster. There's the extra napkins. I asked for extra napkins. I'm a messy eater. Just got this. Non-biased, baby. Look at me. Here comes the second mild sauce. All right, I don't need their stinking napkins. Oh, wait a minute, they're in there. They did put them in there. God bless the Taco Bell. Okay. All right, there we go. I almost want to do this because I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. Shit happens. All right, here we go. We'll take a bite and we'll get to my favorite pick of the week. If you can guess, I'm camouflaged now in zebra stripes, but it's a little Taco Bell. You hiding me? Come on, Spider. Oh, fuck. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh Steelers, they're coming into my New York Jets. I shouldn't say my New York Jets. I should just say the New York Jets. Initially, I had Pittsburgh. This week, I changed to the New York Jets. Why? They're going to run the ball down that. It's going to be tough. Pittsburgh's got good defense. They're loaded up. But I think the Jets' running game can prolong the game, run down the clock, and effectively get down the field in long, methodical type drives. And then you add in a little Justin Fields, who's got legs on 3rd down to scramble 3 yards for the 1st down. That's what I see happening. So I picked the New York Jets, my team. Sorry, Moxie. I picked the New York Jets, my team, to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. That would be considered an upset. Okay. Now I got that on my system. By the way, Greg took the Jets as well as Patrick Claiborne. Just saying. I'm not alone. And these guys are on TV. You know, Duke's on YouTube. Here we go. New York G-men, New York Giants. Hit it, Spider. Hit me, Spider. There you go. Good work. Paw. Oh, what's all this thing? Nobody told me my napkin was still there. Well, you know what? Before I get into the Giants, before I forget, I want to talk about what happened on Thursday night with the spitting incident, okay? I'm not down with that. Hold on. Stand by. Duke is throwing the yellow flag at the spitting incident. There it is. It's not acceptable, okay? Show some sportsmanship. See this? Throwing it at the camera. There it goes. Right? It's on the field. Okay, not acceptable. You're trying to set an example. There's no need for that. Be gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's the first game of the season. Tempers are high. There's a line and you do not cross, okay? And spit. We're not snowballing here, kids. We're playing football, all right? So keep it civil. Be gentlemen, okay? I know it happens. Emotions run high, but week 1, come on, man. Duke's already throwing flags. Let's get back to the picks. Let's wrap this shit up. We all got stuff to do on a Saturday. Saturday night, baby. Delivering before sundown on YouTube. Okay, next game up. The G-men are going up against the Washington Commanders. I'm taking the Commanders at home. I love Jaden Daniels. I think he may go far in the playoffs this year. Possibly even the NFC Championship, I dare to say. But last year, in my opinion, Jaden Daniels to Terry McLaurin was the most lethal quarterback to receiver combo in the league for the year, and I'd like to see some more of that. So G-men they're better. Jackson Dart, yeah, that guy looks like he's got a future, and they should be a little bit better. But Washington, they're into to-go mode right now. Let me get another quick little bite of this fucking Taco Bell here. Yeah, you got me working like an animal out here. And Planet Duketown, I'm cooking them up in the kitchen, kids. Here we go. Tennessee Titans at the Denver Broncos. Okay. The first one's always free. Just like all those crack dealers. I'm giving you my lock of the week for free this week. It's the Denver Broncos at home. It's no surprise. Everybody's doing it. How many calories? I don't care. I'm throwing labels here, baby. That's 3. You're on the clock, happy dad. It is pretty good, though. Gotta say. And it's alcoholic. So the more I drink, the more fucked up I get. Okay. Yeah, it's my lock of the week. Denver Broncos over the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans are predicted to be the worst team in the league this season. Maybe the Saints dip in with them. So yeah, no brainer. After this, I gave you that Chargers pick. You're starting to think, what does the Duke know that I don't know? I do know a little something, something. So I'm taking them. Okay, that's my lock of the week. Next, we've got, here's one that me and Greg differ on. San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks with Sam Darnold against Brock Purdy and the usual bunch, minus a lot of defensive players. But come on, Spider, I'm still in San Fran mode. I'm picking the Niners. Greg is picking the Seahawks in an upset. I'm taking the favorite, but we differ. Should be a good game. Division rivals as always, but I think there's more motivation on the San Fran side. I got little particles of chicken soft taco coming out. Get back in there, fellas. Okay. Here's another good one. Detroit Lions at Green Bay. A lot of buzz about this. Is Green Bay the new kings of the NFC North? I don't think so until they show it to me. I know they've got some improvements. Been hearing about Micah Parsons for 2 weeks. Enough already, please. All right? I know it makes a difference, but enough already. Talk about something else. Talk about the weather. Talk about the Lions who are going to win that game. Duke is taking the Detroit Lions. Some may say that, oh, I'm swaying to this Green Bay new thing. No, I'm not buying it until I see it. So I know they got some weapons. I know. And but I'm still taking experience in that monster of an offense in the Detroit Lions. Okay, next up we got, here's another good one. Me and Greg differ on this one as well. This is the Houston Texans. You're kicking on that. You can kick me in the next minute, Spider. Get them paws in there. Hit it, Spider. Come on, baby. All right. Houston Texans are at the LA Rams. If the game was in Houston, I would take the Texans. The game is not. It's in Los Angeles. Okay? They got a lot of weapons. I think it's a little bit of Puka time. I think there's a lot going on. Kyron Williams. And I think they're going to take down the Houston Texans is what I think. So I'm picking the Rams. Greg is going with the Texans. Texans are a feisty little AFC team, but also they're minus Joe Mixon this game, I think, for the first 4 weeks. And that's a big part of it. That frees up C.J. Stroud. Moving on. Okay, here we go. It's Sunday Night Football. Are you ready for the Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night in Buffalo? By the way, I'm just working off my normal pick sheet. Nothing crazy, just like you used to get in high school, right? It's all up here, baby. Benoit Mendelbrot coming at ya. Swinging them fly swings. Pulling Chargers picks at the wazoo. Throwing them at you like a yellow flag. Okay, Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills. Duke's picking the upset. Even though they're home, they're the underdogs. I'm taking the Bills. I believe in Josh Allen. I might even say, dare I say, he might be there in the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a tight, awesome Sunday night just grinder like you expect to see, and it's going to live up to everything that all the kids are expecting in their stockings in September. So yeah, Buffalo Bills, I got them, Bills Mafia. And then we move on to Minnesota at Chicago Bears. A lot of hype about the Chicago Bears. I'm not buying it quite yet. Need to see more out of Caleb. And for me, I'm excited to see McCarthy, the new rookie quarterback, who in 2 years ago was the single player who stuck out to me in preseason, looked like he was going to be like the next Patrick Mahomes, and then got injured and didn't play the whole year. Now he's back. This is his time. I believe a system is set up there that Sam Darnold had just great, what's that word? Great, whatever. He did good with it. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so anyway, I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings to beat the Chicago Bears in Week 1 in Chi-Town, baby. That's it. Duke's picks. Week 1. They're in the books, kids. All right, come back, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Duke's picks, baby. Bring on the dancing girls. Hit it, Spider.